Maryland and NC State.
Get that game off my screen.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Pitt versus UCLA. Notre Dame versus South Carolina. That's probably the best game. One of the best games of that whole day. Ohio and Wyoming, and Tennessee and Clemson, the Orange Bowl with two orange teams. So I'm gonna start with the least known game: Ohio versus Wyoming.
Give me the Bobcats.
Mm-hmm.
I love. Yeah, I know. I brought it up before the season. I love matching Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Ohio was in the MAC championship. Wyoming has a pretty decent defense, but when they got into Mountain West Conference, that defense didn't look so hot. It didn't look hot against Illinois either, whose offense isn't that great. They have a great running back, but that's about it. Give me Ohio. I think Ohio will be able to put enough points up against Wyoming.
Yeah, I'm taking the points to Ohio. 2.5, 2.5 favorite. I'm taking Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
What about you two? Y'all, who y'all picking in this game?
I think Ohio.
You too, Carl? I mean, Coach.
Cool. Yeah. I'm taking Ohio.
All right. So next game, Pitt versus UCLA. UCLA is an 8-point favorite.
Should be more.
Yeah, give me UCLA. I mean, I love Pat Narduzzi to death, and former MSU defensive coordinator, but man, his offense is stink. He has a good running back, but Keaton Slovis was your starting quarterback. Get him out of here. But he's transferring. He's transferring to BYU, but get Pitt out of here.
Oh, BYU. I guess it fits him more. UCLA. I mean, I would only give Pitt a chance if Kenny Pickett was still the quarterback. But
I wouldn't even give him a chance.
Kenny Pickett there.
Yeah, I wouldn't give him a chance.
I'm just saying, Kenny Pickett's better than the guy they have there now, so I would give them a better chance.
Kenny Pickett have receivers.
Jordan Addison.
Yeah. So come on.
So I think it's consensus. Everyone's picking UCLA to win.
UCLA.
I think UCLA gonna pick that defense apart. Doing DTR and Zach Charbonnet.
I would be surprised if it is like a serious blowout. We may like if it's 30 plus at halftime. If it gets that ugly, we actually might see the second quarterback come in that game.
Yeah,
game. Like it might get really ugly.
Right. Next game, Maryland and NC State.
Why?
NC State is a 1-point favorite.
I'm gonna go NC State just because they defense. I mean, I like a linebacker. I don't even know if he's playing, but I really like their linebacker. They have Drake Thomas. I think he's one of the top linebacker in the country. Their quarterback situation though is terrible. Devin Leary to me was never that good. He was projected to be like first team all ACC. I think to start the year. Never liked him. And it's fitting that he's transferring to Kentucky to take Will Levis' spot, another QB I don't like. So I think that's a match made in heaven. But Maryland, I just think they'll be able to contain Maryland's offense. Talia, he's improving every year, but I still don't think he's there yet. They don't use, to me, Maryland don't even use their best receiver, Raheem Jarrett, enough. So give me NC State.
Yeah, that top receiver isn't even him.
Yeah, they got a good run game though. Demby.
And see, that's why I'm taking Maryland. And the reason I'm taking Maryland in that game, for some reason or another, I just think Maryland's going to be able to run the ball, control the clock, and going to win the game in the end in the fourth quarter. And that's just what I think. I don't think the NC State's going to be able to do anything. Both teams suck, though. I mean,
that's why I just took NC State. I just took NC State, man. Honestly, I don't care who win that game, but I'm a defensive guy, so I took the better defense.
I mean, we can do one of those the Detroit-Pittsburgh coin flips, right? And try to figure this out, right?
When was the last time Maryland was
good?
Probably with Torrey Smith and Darius Hayward-Bay.
Wow. So therefore, there's no way in hell I think they're winning this game.
Oh man.
I mean, Maryland did beat SMU.
Yeah, I mean, and they hanging it tough with Ohio State too. So
they hanging it tough with y'all. I just can't. I honestly don't care about this game. So I think it's the better defense, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm only going with Maryland because win the DMV. That's the only reason why I'm picking them. I really got I'm not really too excited about this game either. And then the last game, Clemson versus Tennessee. Jalen Hyatt is going to
don't disrespect my South Carolina Gamecocks like that. It's 2 games tomorrow. 2 more games.
Hold on. That's why I say South Carolina for last, man. Just,
Oh, all right. You said the last game. I'm like, we exist.
I know. I had to make it a little funny, but I mean, my boy Debo with the South Carolina, so I like
Yes,
South Carolina.
sir.
So Tennessee, Clemson, a 6-point favorite. Tennessee had one of their best seasons within the last 5 years. Jalen Hyatt is going to the he's going to the NFL this year. He declared for the draft. But Hendon Hooker, I believe he's still out. I think he's out for the year, isn't he?
Towards ACL, yeah, he out.
ACL, yeah.
So I mean, and then Clemson's backup quarterback came in and looked better than DJ when he was in the game. So, me personally, I'm going with Clemson. I think Clemson's going to win this game, even though I'm pretty much rooting for Tennessee, but I think Clemson's going to win this game. DJ's gone, and I don't know. I feel like Tennessee lost their momentum once Hendon Hooker went down.
So Tomo going to love this game because it's the battle of the backups, and I'm gonna go with the better backup, Klubnik. So I'm gonna go with Clemson. Joe Milton absolutely stinks. Coach knows this firsthand. Yeah, he stinks. I can't deal. Man, he gonna be, and it's gonna be crazy. He gonna miss Jalen Hyatt, and he gonna miss him long. Oh, wait, Jalen Hyatt not playing. I'm tripping. But whoever his speedster is, or whoever his receivers are, he gonna miss him. He gonna miss him deep. He has no accuracy. He has a strong arm. Accuracy is absolutely not there.
Cole Klubnik, like you said, overthrowing people.
Yeah, it's like you said, Klubnik looks better, made Clemson look better. I love Will Shipley as a running back, another great college running back. Mm-hmm. Clemson has a really good defense. They've always had a really good defense, like under Brett Venables, and that really didn't change this year, even though that Brett Venables left and took Oklahoma job. I actually hate saying this because as a South Carolina fan, I hate Clemson, but I got Clemson.
Who are you picking, Tony?
Yeah, I mean, there's no way you can take Tennessee in this game. You have to take Clemson in this game. Man, that guy, the backup for Tennessee reminds me of an unathletic Cam Newton. Like Cam Newton can throw the ball everywhere you wanted to throw him at, but if you told him to hit the side of a bus, he could never hit it. Like that kid has no accuracy at all, bro. I'd be like, where in the world is he throwing the ball at right now? Like it's like he closed his eyes and tried to use the magic like he's doing Star Wars or something like that. He's like use the Force or something like that.
Oh, he pulled a Kyler Murray. Got it.
You said what?
He said he pulled a Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many quarterbacks you can name as like him, but Clemson by Clemson in a it's going to be a close game, right? Because Tennessee's defense ain't shabby, right? But it'll still be Clemson.
Yeah, I'm picking Clemson. I'm picking them solely on their defense. I think their defense will just be able to get enough stops to allow Clemson to come away with the win. I don't think there is going to be too many exciting plays offensively. We might get a couple big plays down the field, but I think the defenses on both ends are going to actually play better than we will see on both offenses. But I think Clemson's defense is going to come out on top.
Hey, over under 2.5 picks by Joe Milton. I'm going over.
I go over that.
Yeah,
I think he's going to throw 3 interceptions.
Over. Yeah, I think
he might be 4. Might be 4. Might be. It might be 4. I mean, if you're a defense like Clemson coming into a game like this, you're really licking your chops.
Very opportunistic.
You want him to throw the ball. That's like you're not. Ooh, I can't wait. No. You're going to do everything defensively possible to make him throw the football.
I might sell out every first down.
Yeah, bro, he's like the Jaylen Brown of quarterbacking, right? He's bound to turn it over at some point in time.
Dang.
This man said Jaylen Brown. Oh,
what Jason? We could have said Jason Tatum or Russell Westbrook. All
you
three.
Could have gone to the line though, but you know,
you can't say Russ because he ain't putting up the stats like Russ. Russ is a walking disaster waiting to happen, but he ain't putting up stats like Russ.
That's right.
Yeah, but Jalen has them at untimely moments, and this is what this guy's going to have. They're going to probably run the ball. They're going to run the ball. They're going to throw back and throw the ball. He's going to throw it to the other team because he wants to be in the portal, and he's trying to show up that I will throw it to you. I'll throw it to you.
And it's funny about that point you made because like I don't get mad when a quarterback throws a pick in the first or second quarter. That doesn't bother me. Picks are going to happen. This is football. I've been seen too many times Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady purposely throw an interception early in the game because they really it's a way to know exactly what the defense is playing. It's a certain part of the field you're throwing the ball, and if you see that double coverage and it gets picked off, it's kind of like, okay, that's pretty much where you guys are going to play me every time you see a play like this. It's just one of those things that good quarterbacks do. You cough up a pick so you can bait the defense. That's all you're really doing. Now, if you're a guy that's throwing those picks, 5 minutes left in the fourth damn quarter, and you need a touchdown to win, or you need a comeback in those 5 minutes, now we got a problem. Like, I don't care about the early touchdown. It's the stupid decisions at the end of the game. Like, what were you thinking? Like, what caused you to think that was a viable play to you? So yeah, it's all about when the turnovers happen to me. You can throw 2 picks in the first quarter and still win a game. It's early in the game. You just can't do that in the fourth.
I mean, unless you're playing for Miami, the Miami, Dolphins, and your coach just leave you out there concussed and stuff like that, and you don't know who you're getting the ball to.
Yeah, that's true.
Just saying.
Or
look here, we need an NFL segment because I got some thoughts on this Miami team. I saved it for this
just
time. I couldn't wait. We're gonna save that for the NFL segment.
That depends if you're Tony Romo too. You definitely will throw a pick later.
Oh Lord, I still remember that Broncos game. That is crazy.
Your man out there, your man too out there dancing like James Brown on stage, and you can't tell that man got a concussion. Like, come on, man, come on, bro. Anyway, I'm sorry.
All right, guys.
Last game.
Last game, South Carolina. Carl, I know who you're going with.
Maybe.
So I'm going with you first. You love South Carolina. That's your boys. Talk about the game, your prediction, how you feel.
All right, so I have a love-hate relationship with South Carolina football this year. I don't know how we're 8-4 this year. I still can't wrap my head around how we finished 8-4. Don't ask me to explain that because I can't. But Spencer Rattler was probably one of the better quarterbacks we've had. And since Connor Shaw, it ain't probably. He's been the best quarterback we've been able to recruit to South Carolina since Connor Shaw. Mm-hmm. If y'all don't know who Connor Shaw is, I'm pretty sure Tony knows who Connor Shaw is. But
I know who Connor Shaw is. I remember.
Yeah, I'm about to say for y'all that don't know, Connor Shaw probably was the best quarterback in South Carolina history. I love that guy. We had, and I'm speaking since you brought up Debo, we've had Debo Samuel, Brian Edwards, and Rico Dowdle on the same team, and we sucked because we didn't have a quarterback. Our quarterback, I think, was like Andrew Nunez or something like that. Sucked with those weapons. Anyway, to my point, I still think this offense is pretty spotty. Notre Dame actually has a really good defense, and they have a defensive-minded head coach in Marcus Freeman, who I hate Notre Dame, but I root for my black coaches, so I kind of got to root for him. I think Notre Dame wins this game. I don't trust neither offense, to be honest, but I for sure don't trust our offense. And we gave up like 300 to 400 yards on the ground against Florida. Now, we were able to bounce back from that, but I think Notre Dame will have enough possessions where our defense will eventually wear down and they'll be able to run on us because they do have a really good running back as well in Notre Dame. I don't know if Notre Dame's quarterback is playing because I know he's transferring. I believe he's transferring to Arizona State, but that doesn't matter. Their quarterback absolutely stunk, in my opinion. He stunk at Wisconsin. He stunk at Notre Dame. I think he's going to stink at Arizona State if that's where he's going. But I'm going to trust Notre Dame defense to actually beat us. And it hurts because I hate Notre Dame, but I got to be real.
Yeah, I'm the same. I hate Notre Dame too. I can't stand them. I've never rooted for them, never will. And I'm sorry, I'm picking South Carolina. I'm not picking Notre Dame. There's nothing in me that's gonna make me pick North Carolina. I mean Notre Dame. Sorry. So, and I think your defense is good enough to be able to stop them. I don't think their offense is that good to be able to beat you guys that bad, or to really even put. I don't think they're gonna be able to put 28 points on you guys. That's just
yeah. So I don't think that our defense is bad either, but I think they're not going to be able to get off the field a lot. I think they're going to be on the field constantly, and it's just going to wear them down.
Yeah, but I think with Spencer Rattler, quarterback, you got a good chance to win this game. So I'm picking you guys to win at least by 3. I'm thinking more so a 27-24 game, 24-21. But I don't see them. I don't think Notre Dame is going to be good enough to win this game. Carl, Coach, what's your pick on this game?
I hate Notre Dame. I hate them. 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 There's nothing about them I've ever liked about them. I hate them. So I don't give a damn what happens to them, who plays them. I just want them to lose. So I'm picking South Carolina for this game. I'm not a big South Carolina fan. I mean, the last time I saw the relevant is when Jadeveon Clowney was
Connor Shaw.
when Michigan hit.
On the show.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we did beat y'all in that bowl game.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boy drafted number 1 off that joint. My boy.
So Carl, you see firsthand where my hatred for Clowney comes from.
Bruce Ellington scored the game-winning touchdown, I think, that game.
Yeah. So I think they're a lot better than Notre Dame, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually win this game by 2 touchdowns. I forgot what game it was. I was watching Notre Dame this year. It was earlier in the season. It was a game they looked like they were supposed to come out and win. And I think it was against Alabama.
Was it Marshall? Was it Marshall? They didn't play Alabama this year.
They ain't play Alabama. They play Marshall though.
It might have been Marshall. It might have been the game against Marshall. And I don't know what happened. I don't know. They came in really strong. Notre Dame came in really strong.
They forgot their clover.
They just forgot how to play football for the rest of the football game. They looked embarrassing actually.
Mm-hmm.
They looked embarrassed.
Yeah, I think you're talking about the Marshall game.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
It was the Marshall game.
They lost to Marshall.
So I feel like South Carolina is gonna do the same thing. Like it'll look good in the beginning. Like it's gonna look like Notre Dame has got this game under control, and it's gonna take a turnover or I think it's gonna happen off of a turnover, and the whole momentum is gonna switch. If it happens that way, that tells me it's the coaches. A lot of times these coaches under pressure, when the lights is on, they don't show up. They choke. They choke in their play calling. I see it happen. It's almost normal. It's nothing to be surprised about. Some coaches know how to go in the game down 3 touchdowns and have changed nothing in the game plan, which to me doesn't mean anything wrong. They stick with their game plan. They know what they need to do to win this game. Anything can happen on why you turn the ball over 3 times. It can happen on a kickoff, punt return, fumble. It's so many reasons why 3 touchdowns can happen so quickly. But if you know how to play football and coach your team, you can come out of that adversity with no issues. And I don't see Notre Dame as a team that can play against adversity. I think if they have a big lead in this game, maybe a 2 touchdown lead to start, they may be able to hold and maintain and keep that 3-point close, keep it close by 3 points. But I think if a turnover happens anywhere between the second and third quarter against Notre Dame, South Carolina is going to take away. They're going to take the momentum and they're going to snatch this game right out of their hand.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think I don't know about the 2 touchdowns, but I think they're gonna win this game. Tony, what's your thoughts on the game?
All right, so when we played South Carolina, I think the 3rd game of the season, something like 48-7 or something like that.
He was the first team to score a touchdown on y'all, though.
Yeah.
I remember that game too because did y'all score first?
No. They scored.
No, I think it was a blowout from start to finish, but
they
scored.
I think South Carolina scored. It was the last touchdown, I think it was. But when I saw y'all play, there were times when your receivers were open in the back and on our defense. Right? It was just that there was so much pressure on Spencer because the offensive line wasn't really that good, that he was just running for his life back there. Right? He completed let's look at the stats, 13 or 25 or something like that. Right? But a lot of those plays, it was drops. If you go look at them, they had a lot of drops that game. Right? And there were drops where the drives could have kept going. I'm taking South Carolina because Notre Dame sucks. I mean, they really not that good. Now the coaching is great, but the execution with the players on the field is bad. Like you see them overrun plays all the time. And the one thing that for some reason, even though South Carolina really doesn't have a running game, for some reason, and at the end of the season, everybody was going for the play action. I have no clue why. All the teams they beat were, if you look at them, a lot of them were off of play action plays. fake bootlegs, and so he bootlegging naked bootlegs and things like that. Like he was doing all those type of things, and people were wide open in the field. I don't know why they had no running game, but South Carolina has come. So I think the defense is pretty good, but the problem with when we played y'all is that we had short fields. We had a lot of short fields. Okay, so we were scoring because of the short fields. You know, so we didn't really put that many yards up on you guys either. You got South Carolina's going to win, and they're going to win probably what coach says. They're going to probably win by probably about 2 touchdowns. I got it somewhere around like 38 to 24. I don't even think Notre Dame is going to score 24 points. I don't know why I said that. I don't even think they're going to score 20.
Hey, look, I appreciate the confidence. Y'all making me question my fandom, but I hope we win. I'm gonna be hoping that, like I said, I hate Notre Dame, so I hope we win. But I just wanted to address Joe real quick because I explained why I'm a fan of two schools. So obviously, I went to MSU, graduated, went 2012, 2016, graduated. So fan of MSU, obviously. I grew up. My father lived in Columbia, South Carolina, like 10, 15 minutes from the school. Grew up watching Davion Clowney, Sidney Rice, Stephon Gilmore. The list, the list goes on and on. So I was actually a fan of South Carolina first. Also got accepted to grad school, University of South Carolina. So there we go.
Same with me. I grew up a Nebraska fan with Tommy Frazier and all them. All right. However,
yeah, alumni.
I'm just saying, that's cool there, right? That's cool there. Now, I will tell you, and just a disclaimer for my school here. Herschel Walker never graduated from the University of Georgia. He never graduated from there. He was never valedictorian of any class of there. They pretty much passed him until he became the Heisman Trophy winner and things like that. So I just want to point that out. Full disclaimer from the University of Georgia. I speak for everyone that went to the University of Georgia to say that we do not claim him any longer.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.